Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Dad's Expensive Hobby.
What's up?
Today I'm reviewing the Demoniacal Fit Martialist Forever Return from Beyond Goku. This is a Buu Saga Goku from the World Martial Arts Tournament, and I'm pretty excited about it. I did a Namek Saga Goku with the Fury Awakens figure just a couple of days ago. Check that figure out. But let's get started with this one and check out his package. Right here on the front, these look a lot like SH Figuarts packages, just a little bit smaller with a nice image of Goku right here on the right, and a nice window showing us 90% of everything inside. It says Martialist Forever right there on the front. On the side it says Martialist Forever again, and on the back it's got some figure images just like SH Figuarts. They need to utilize the space a little bit better, and honestly this just really doesn't look too good, but overall it's a nice package. But that's enough about this package. Let's get him out of the package and take a closer look at him. Okay, right out of the package, I tell you what, I like what I see. This is not too bad, but let's get him measured up real quick before we start looking too deep into him. To the top of his head, he is right at 6.5 inches, and the hairline's about 5.5 inches, which would make the entire figure at 16.5 centimeters. So he is right on par with any other Goku that is out there pretty much. Overall, he looks pretty darn good thus far, but let's get him next to some other figures and see how he looks with them. And first up, we got him with the Demoniacal Fit Fury Awakening figure, and they both look really good. And I am glad to say that when I first looked at the new hair sculpt right here, I was afraid that it was the exact same one as the Fury Awakening, but when I've got them next to each other, they are not, and that is a good thing. And here he is with the SH Figuarts Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. Now, I don't own the original Martialist Forever figure, which I know was kind of made to replace this one or stand in its place or whatever, but I still think they both look really good. And here he is with the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Full Power Goku, and I think they look really nice next to each other. They're essentially the same figure, more or less, but the bang pieces are different. And here he is with the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan 2 Goku. And I like this look a lot with their matching halos and all that. But, but this figure obviously has kind of the more golden glossy looking hair. But they both look really nice. And lastly, this wouldn't be a Buu Saga Goku without a Majin Vegeta right here, and this is the Black Hole Toys version, and I think they both look really awesome. And real quick, hey, if you guys like what we're doing here on this channel, if you like our videos, do us a favor, give this video a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and utilize that hype feature. I kind of like it. I think it'll help the channel out. And if you're into eBay, check out my eBay store. It's just Dad's Expensive Hobby. Just look that up. Thanks a lot. Now for accessories, he comes with a pretty good spread of stuff, to be honest with you, especially for the price point. He comes with 2 separate head sculpts. He gets a Super Saiyan head sculpt that of course has the halo in it, and it looks pretty darn good. And it comes with an exchangeable bang piece that I like a lot, and it actually shares a similar sculpt to the Super Saiyan Full Power Goku's head sculpt. He's also got a base form head sculpt, and it comes with kind of a silly, Goku expression on it. It looks pretty good with a halo. And he comes with 4 face plates for the Super Saiyan head sculpt. He comes with a serious face on him in the package. He's also got a grinning face that looks pretty good. He comes with a teeth gritting face, and he comes with an open mouth yelling face. He also comes with 11 hands, 2 fist hands on him in the package, and then 9 more hands, of nothing we haven't seen before. He gets a thumbs up hand and some instant transmission hands and all kinds of good stuff. Now for aesthetic, he's not bad looking. A little blocky, those shoulders are kind of squared off and blocky, and he does have kind of a short squatty neck, if you can see that. That doesn't bother me, but I know that does bother some people. I honestly don't know why, for the life of me, that Goku figure's neck lengths tend to vary.
Why?
But this one does a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal, really. There is shading throughout the gi on this figure, and I like that a lot. That always wins brownie points with me when you put some paint on the figures. Now there's no paint in the musculature, but the musculature and skin tone look good enough that I will overlook it because of the painting in the gi. But let's look at his hair sculpt that the one that I mistook for the Fury Awakening Gokus. Looks really good. It's that nice soft kind of pale yellow that looks really nice. It's got the darker shading in the roots. Looks really good. I like the bangs and the fact that we have an alternate bang like I pointed out a minute ago. That does kind of remind me, with that little point that was right there, it does kind of remind me of the Full Power Super Saiyan Goku from SH Figuarts. The halo looks good. The placement in it, I don't know why they move around the placement in these things. They could just put it all in this, in the same place for the different figures that have a halo, but whatever. The gi looks good. I like the shape of the gi. The muscles in these third parties, sometimes they vary. Sometimes they're really big and blocky, and then sometimes they're kind of almost straight up and down, and that's what this kind of is. But there's still indentations kind of showing you the muscles, but sometimes I like them a little bit bigger. But this one looks pretty good. The upper chest looks really nice on this, so I like that. The proportions are good, even though he is blocky, like I said, in the shoulders, just kind of straight across, nice and blocky. Going down through here, I like these hips the way they look because they don't get too wide and they don't have the kind of fisherman's mud flaps or whatever going on up here. So I like this style a lot. Like I said, the gi pants look good. I like the sculpt of them. I like the sculpt of these boots better than some of the other types of Goku shapes as far as his boot. For some reason, the shape and style of his boot varies as well. Why? I don't know. If somebody knows, tell me down in the comments. His face plates, I probably should have pointed this out first. They're very soft, and I don't know why, because this is a brand new figure. But the face plates are very soft. They're not very sharp or angular, and there's not a lot of detail to them. Just a little bit of lines through there. All four of them were like that. Not that they look bad, but it's just, it's definitely not my favorite faceplates. But overall, this figure is pretty solid looking. Now, articulation-wise, there's a couple of things to talk about, but overall, he's pretty satisfactory. You know, he has a neck joint, obviously, so let's start there. The head will tuck down in the chest really well. Doesn't look up very good. Not that Goku necessarily needs to look up, you know, straight up over his head, but a little bit better than that would have been nice. But the head and neck do nuance really well, and that's because he's on a double ball peg. Not the best, you know, executed double ball peg, nice skinny post, but the ball on it definitely needs to be bigger. When they do that, it just gives the head, you know, more range of motion to move the head around, but it will work. At least it is a double ball peg. Shoulders. Whoops, I popped him off, not that big a deal. It's just on a cup in there, but it will go up slightly above 90. You could probably force a little bit more, but the shoulder might pop off as you saw. Now, you do get a full 360 out of it. Now, the butterfly on mine, at least, doesn't come across super duper good, but the hands will come across a little bit. That's kind of, I don't know if maybe I'm just engaging it wrong. Well, nope, yep. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's pretty good. I like that. You just have to finagle with it a little bit because, as you saw, it's a ball peg right there with a hinge on the end of it for the most part, and that just goes into a cup that moves around and gives us the up and down for the butterfly portion itself. I like the fact that this like sleeve thing here instead of a cap, that reminds me a lot of the SH Figure Arts Ultimate Gohan. That's pretty good. Now, these caps feel a little cheap, like cheap plastic, but that's honestly not a deal breaker for me. Bicep swivel, that bicep swivels. Double jointed elbow, tons of room. Elbow looks pretty good, and tons of range, I should say. I don't know why I said room, sorry, I can't talk. Tons of range, and it looks pretty good. Wrists are on a ball hinge, so of course you're gonna get your rotation, and they're gonna move around on that hinge just fine. Hand does like to pop off, but it's better than being too hard to get off there. Now, his abdomen does have an abdominal break, and what it is, it's not a double ball peg. It's a ball peg up here that goes down into a cup down in the lower abdomen that is on a hinge, but it still works pretty good. It'll hinge back and forth a little bit of twist and lean, kind of basically wiggling around on that ball peg that's up inside the chest right there. And you have a ball peg down here in the waist that's going to add to it to give you your forward and back and side and all your rotation, just like, you know, anything that you really want to do. So it's good enough. There's nothing wrong with it. Belt floats like usual. Legs come out to almost a full split with zero effort whatsoever. Little bit of kibble down there in the groin area, but not a big deal. Front kicks really good, so I like that. They have sculpted booty. I wish they would get away from that. There are sculpts out there that with tons of without a booty, I should say, and you can do whatever you want. So that leg is not going to kick back, and that does bug me, but that's one of the few things that do. Thigh swivel, that swivels just fine. Double jointed knee, tons of range, and the proportions look spot on, so I like it. This particular knee isn't my favorite, but it doesn't disgust me, but you are going to get some gapping at the top and bottom of it. Just be mindful of that. No boot swivel. Now, the ankles on Goku figures, they don't move really well, so you're going to get a little down, a little up, but you do get an ankle rocker. No peg holes in the bottoms of the feet. And his toe hinge is decent. You know, it's done well as far as range and stuff, but that gap right there is a little annoying. But no toe hinge is perfect, as I have pointed out plenty of times. Overall, he moves pretty good with some little bits of limitation here and there. All right, final thoughts on the Return from Beyond Goku figure here from Demoniacal Fit. This is a very solid release. It's probably not my favorite Goku figure, but it's a very good one, especially for, he was around 50 bucks, maybe north of it, depending on where you get it. This is a pretty solid release. Got nice accessories. He moves really well. Nothing bad about how he moves. And he looks pretty good. Looks good enough. You know, the squatty neck is a or whatever, and his shoulders might be a little tight, pop off here and there, but they go back on. You're not going to break it. For a grade, I will give this a B, a solid B. He is a solid B. This is a good figure. We probably should have gotten a Super Saiyan 2 bang piece.
It's not that hard
With this, to be quite honest, because he does go Super Saiyan 2 in that arc, so that's a little unfortunate. And a blast effect would have probably been appropriate too. Anyways, not too bad. If you haven't subscribed yet, like I said earlier, subscribe to the channel and help us out. Give this video a like, hype the video, and check out that video that YouTube just suggested. They think you'll like it. This has been Dad with Dad's Expensive Hobby, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.